Transpired in the Rajya Sabha today as the Prime Minister responded and replied to the President's address. Now, in his response to the motion of thanks to the President's address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered a 90-minute-long speech in the upper house. He outlined the vision for Modi Government 3.0, emphasizing its commitment to establishing a robust foundation for the development of a Viksit Bharat. In a spirited rebuttal to the Congress party's criticisms regarding reservation policies, Prime Minister Modi cited a letter that was penned by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to the states, wherein the former Prime Minister expressed reservation about the concept of quotas in government employment. The Prime Minister asserted that Congress would struggle to secure even 40 seats in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections.
हर राज्य को उसका पूरा हक भी देना चाहते हैं, लेकिन मैं आज एक अहम मुद्दे पर मेरी पीड़ा व्यक्त करना चाहूंगा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, एक राष्ट्र हमारे लिए सिर्फ जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं है, हम सब के लिए एक इकाई ऐसी है जो प्रेरणा देने वाली इकाई है। जैसे शरीर होता है, शरीर में जैसे अंगांगी भाव होता है, अगर पैर में कांटा लगे तो पैर ये नहीं कहता है, हाथ कभी नहीं सोचता है कि मुझे क्या, पैर को कांटा लगा है, पैर पैर का काम करेगा। पल भर में हाथ पैर के पास पहुंच जाता है, कांटा निकालता है। कांटा पैर को लगता है, आंख ये नहीं कहती कि आंसू मैं क्यों बहाऊं, आंसू आंख से निकलते हैं। हिंदुस्तान के किसी भी कोने में दर्द हो तो पीड़ा सबको होनी चाहिए। अगर देश का एक कोना, अगर शरीर का एक अंग अगर काम नहीं करता है तो पूरा शरीर अपंग माना जाता है। शरीर जिस प्रकार से, अगर देश का भी कोई कोना, देश का कोई क्षेत्र विकास से वंचित रह जाएगा तो देश विकसित नहीं हो सकता है। और इसलिए हमें भारत को एक अंगांगी भाव से देखना होना चाहिए, उसको टुकड़ों में नहीं देखना चाहिए। जिस प्रकार से हिंदी और भाषा बोली जा रही है, देश को तोड़ने के लिए, राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए नए नैरेटिव गढ़े जा रहे हैं। एक पूरी सरकार मैदान में उतर करके भाषा गढ़ रही है। इससे बड़ा देश का दुर्भाग्य क्या हो सकता है? आप मुझे बताइए, झारखंड का कोई आदिवासी बच्चा अगर ओलंपिक के खेल के अंदर जाकर के मेडल लेकर आएगा तो क्या हम ये सोचते हैं कि तो झारखंड का बच्चा है? पूरा देश कहता है हमारा देश है। जब एक झारखंड का बच्चे में प्रतिभा देखते हैं और देश हजारों करोड़ रुपया, हजारों लाखों रुपया खर्च करके उसको अच्छे कोचिंग के लिए दुनिया के किसी देश में भेजता है, तो हम ये सोचेंगे कि खर्चा झारखंड के लिए हो रहा है।
Priyank Kharge is joining us on the phone line. Priyank Kharge, the Prime Minister, of course, hitting back at the Congress for the kind of statements that have been coming in from Karnataka Congress, saying that their taxes, their funds have been less and they have been allocated less. Of course, they're also been carrying out protests since the morning today in the national capital. But the Prime Minister, in his reply, now hitting back at the party, saying that they should not be dividing the country. All right, we'll try and reconnect with Priyank, but of course we were getting you what the Prime Minister said as regards to the kind of claims and the statements that have been coming from Karnataka Congress. Priyank is back with us on the broadcast. Priyank, the Prime Minister indirectly replying and hitting out at Karnataka Congress, the kind of statements that have been coming out, saying that there has been... Priyank Kharge is on the phone line with us. Priyank Kharge, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So the Prime Minister, Priyank Kharge, has hit out at statements that have been made in the past, in the recent times, saying that there should be a separate nation of southern parties because they are not allocated sufficient funds for their development. The Prime Minister saying that they should not be dividing the country and this nation stands as one.
Nobody is here to divide the country, number one. Number two, and I think the Prime Minister talking about division of the country is quite funny because the two-nation theory was first propagated by his ideological masters, that's the RSS. But anyway, let's not get into the historical debates of that. But when it comes to the devolution of taxes, which is why this entire thing has been sparked, I would like to remind the BJP and the Prime Minister that they themselves had asked for better devolution of taxes, especially for Gujarat, when the Prime Minister was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. I think people should look into what statements the Chief Minister Narendra Modi had done versus what statement Prime Minister Narendra Modi is making.
But Mr. Kharge, the finance minister also made it clear, she clarified saying that it's the finance commission that is giving these recommendations of how much a state gets and that the center has no say in it.
Well, if I would like to point out two instances. One in January 2012, where the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi, while speaking at Pravasi Bharat Divas on 9 January 2012, he says that we are not fortunate enough to get something from the center or the Prime Minister, and we have to do everything on our own. So where he's actually suggested that they should not take any taxes from Gujarat. And then October 2013, in his meeting with the 14th Finance Commission at Gandhinagar, the CM Modi suggested that the central government should provide 50% of its tax revenues to the states instead of 32%. He himself has said this. And now when Karnataka is saying that he seems to have a problem, why this stand of duplicity? When he's a chief minister, he says one thing. When he becomes a prime minister, he says another thing.
Okay, your chief minister and deputy CM are here in the national capital. They've been holding a protest and demanding, more fund allocation by the center. How do you plan to take this forward now?
Well, you see, it's just not about devolution of taxes. So what about NDRF funds? We are reeling under drought, and as per the NDRF norms, we are entitled to crores. That is not. In America, we are entitled to 150 days of mandates, up from 100 days. We are speaking about it. There are so many things from the central budget which is not been shared, and we are asking our due share. We are just asking for. We have worked for. We are not saying that in a federal structure the other states should not be benefiting, but not at the cost of economic powerhouse like Karnataka, right? The more you nourish economic powerhouses like Karnataka, the more opportunities, the more employment we create, where everybody benefits. So many people from the country come to Karnataka. How much of urbanization happening in Karnataka is because of migration. Because other states are not able to produce jobs. We are the ones who's producing jobs.
All right. We'll leave it there. Priyank Kharge, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your thoughts. Of course, Priyank Kharge of the Karnataka Congress saying that the Prime Minister is not right in saying what he's saying right now, because as the Chief Minister, as per Karnataka Congress, he said something else when we talked about fund allocation and the taxes by the states. But remember, this war of words has been going on between the centre and Karnataka Congress, as their leaders as well, the Chief Minister as well as the Deputy CM, along with other senior leaders, have been in the national capital protesting and demanding for more fund allocation.